Hello! Glad it was just a system test. Oh yeah, yeah. Just I wanted to go live like 5 minutes ago, but it's okay. Literally just a Amber Alert that was a system test, but my audio switched from my headphone, like from the computer to the phone.
Hey Alex, what's
Hi
up?
NCF, what's
Finally
up,
able
bro?
to catch a stream, although it's 2 a.m. here.
Damn, it's late, dude. I hope you get some good sleep. Yeah, it also scared me because all I heard was "brr, brr, brr, brr" in my ears, and I'm like, I didn't do anything, and then I realized it was my phone. But then for some reason it was like locked to my phone, and it wouldn't stop playing the sound, even when I put the headphones back. So I had to like reset the headphones entirely. And then I ran upstairs because I forgot something, and now I feel out of breath. Whew. That test made me jump. Work from home today, and it was so quiet here. Dude, it literally came at like the funniest time because I just put in my headphones too, and it's just blasting in my ears. Absolutely incredible. Just popping in here to say hi. Gotta go to class now. Bye, dude. Turtle. Goodbye. See ya. So some updates, some small updates. How you guys all doing? I'm gonna leave this to orange because my eyes are bothering me today. Like I think I'm just like my eyes are exhausted. So the more like white lights or natural colored lights or I don't know, daylight lights is starting to like stress on my eyes. So I'm just gonna leave this to like warm because this is actually easy to kind of look at on the computer screen. Little updates. All the giveaway shipments, I just need to invoice for them, which will be done tonight. So hell yeah, everyone has been put in a box and labels have been made for the most part. So that's good. We have another giveaway running right now, and then we're building a mode keyboard today. So it should be a fun day. I'm really excited, but also very chill because we all need a nice chill afternoon, you know? Cozy vibes, yeah. A lot of people on YouTube. Yeah, we always have some people on YouTube watching. We have people on YouTube, people on Twitch. Good afternoon, everyone. What is the keyboard? You should try making a 40% because they look sick. I have made a few 40s. Actually, one of my favorite 40s is the Alex 40, or I really like the Geon 40. But yeah, how are you guys today? Did you use the optical keyboard? Which one's that one there? Finally managed to catch a stream again after work. Is it after work for you right now? I was thinking the other day that there has been a lot of mode. There hasn't been a lot of mode builds. Yeah, I think a lot of people just are getting some like because I think there's a few mode boards coming up now. So I think a lot of people are starting to get
Hey
back into
Alex,
it now.
loving the cozy
Hi,
vibes.
Cass.
Hope
Oh,
you
yeah,
are
we just
keeping well,
cozy.
good sir.
I can't complain. I feel a little bit. Dude, I feel well rested today, but I also went to bed at 2. And I woke up my normal time. So I don't know what's going on today. I feel like great right now, honestly. The Optica 60? Oh, the Optica. Yeah, dude, funny enough, I have that prototype, which needs to be sent back, sitting in a box that I was literally looking at today. It's a nice board. Just ordered orangey keycaps last night. Have you seen them? I did see them. I think for me, again, I love orange, but I've always thought orange is more of an accent kit for me. With any orange, too much orange, I think on my keyboard depends on the board color, I guess. But it's a nice set. Can't complain. You just have to want to use your board in like a full color like that. I feel the same way. Even I have like what purple night as well. I don't really use Purple Night because it's just a lot of color. The only one that I feel like works well, oddly enough, that I don't even really care for the color is Striker. I feel like Striker is not super in your face, and it's like a mono-colored set. So, I don't know, I feel like Striker works really well for that. But yeah, usually with those, I have to really want them, you know? Hi, miss, how you doing? Bought a Magnum keyboard a month or 2 ago. Dude, Magnum's pretty interesting. Soju? I think Soju is just blue, you know? Like, it's blue. Blue kind of works as, like, a solid color. I don't know. I guess blue works that way. Why is your room yellow? Because I set the light to yellow. Because my eyes have been really bothered today. And I don't feel like staring at daylight. I don't know why my eyes feel bothered today. Dude, I put the whole works on last night. Oh, hold on, guys. I might have to go deal with something right now at the door. Everyone always drops off packages literally as I start streaming. 1 second, guys. Do I have to grab something? I don't know. No worries. I share the same sentiment, but I thought it was so unique and just had to. Dude, I think you guys should pick up the set if you guys want it. Just same with Ada. Ada's running right now too. That's kind of like Orange. I felt the same way about Ada as well. But I mean, it's up to you guys at the end of the day. You know, actually, it could be the Synovia. Let me double check. Hold on one moment. Let me go see. Be right back. It was nothing. It was literally nothing. It was a small little box full of nothing. It was spam. Like, you know, like someone drops off like a Uline flyer. That's what it was. It was a Uline flyer. Small box full of flyers and stuff. 5 a.m. in Australia? What's up, dude? Alright, well, what other things can I fill you guys in with right now? Not a whole hell of a lot. I'm trying this today. Honestly, my first time buying this. I was told it's pretty good. I think it's just alright. It's like a Boss coffee thing. I don't know. It's alright. Dude, you know the one thing I don't like, and I hate to complain. I also love to complain. I don't like getting those big Uline. They're like this thick, by the way. And then I don't have a great way to dispose of all these things. So we get these big Uline books, and I opt to not get them. I've ordered from Uline one time ever, and now forever and always they send me Uline books. So now we just have this stack of Uline books that we can sometimes recycle if we can put it in the recycling bin if we have room. But like, dude, B&H still send those massive thankfully B&H is not a thing here in Canada. Well, okay, I wish B&H was, but we don't get their flyers. So I've ordered from B&H, but I don't get their flyers. Ain't no sugar free. No, this is silky. I don't know. It's tasty. Oh, this is sugar free. Oh, well, that's convenient. Honestly, I've been liking the sugar free drinks. If you only had a wood stove, you can burn them. Dude, honestly, I kind of wish I did. Might be handy when we lose access to electricity. Yeah, maybe we can warm the place. You know what I mean? Kohaku versus F1 8X versus Manta. You really had to go and throw Manta into that? Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. The bias answer is I literally love the Manta so much. It is my favorite keyboard, but I think there is a valid bias reason as to why I'm picking that. It is something that came from Bull and I's brain, and I don't think you're going to get a great answer from me, unfortunately. If I had to pick between the Kohaku and F1, I would... I think the F1's a classic for me. I think the F1 is just a good shape that I think works well on anyone's desk. The Kohaku is still it's still a classic, but I do think the F1 edges it out a little bit for me. But I don't know, man. It's so hard to say that, like, the Manta though. Like, I'm gonna pick them. If you guys pin a keyboard up, like, the Manta is everything I ever wanted in a 65%. Like, me and Bull literally made that with the idea that, okay, if this becomes expensive, oh fucking well. Like, that was literally what we wanted. So it's hard to say. We didn't even cut corners on that, actually. Like, that's the other crazy thing. Like, we literally put everything design-wise we wanted into that board. Is the optical compatible with Hall effects? I actually don't know. Wait, your lighting is so nice today? Really? I didn't do anything different. It's just a different color in the background today. How do you machine the boards if you don't cut corners? You're right. I don't know. Kohaku and Unicorns never getting ran again? No, they still get run. I just don't know the frequency as to what they get run to. Like, I don't know. I think Kohaku's run more than Unicorns? Is that right? But they still get run. But I think they're going to be moving on. I think Singa is going to be doing other projects soon, no? Favorite Manta colorway? Oh boy. I think Tangerine, because the acrylic is really pretty, would be a top choice. I think my all-time favorite out of all those choices, I mean, dude, I feel like I've kind of gone back and forth. I think the Machinist probably will look the nicest. I do think silver in the Manta looks incredible. So I'm going to just stick with Machinist. Best films for Nixies? I think Deskies. I don't think they're too thick. They compress real nice. The Vaza Green I'm not going to pick only because that's the limited edition colorway. And I feel like I'm kind of a jerk for picking that, you know? Hey, you never know. Me and Bull could do like one of those cool new colorways on the new project. You never know. You never know. But how are you guys doing today? Is everyone having a chill... Dude, it feels like a Monday for some weird reason. Is everyone having a chill Wednesday? I picked up a Steam Deck OLED yesterday. What games have you been playing on Appeal? Dude, good pickup, good pickup. I love the Steam Deck. Literally one of the best. I don't purchase a lot of stuff for myself, Peel, but I did pick up that, and it's been the best purchase I've ever made, gaming-wise, in like the last, like, I feel like 2 years. It's Wednesday already? The fuck? Dude, I know. I hate it. My tablet keyboard stopped working, so I have a reason to get a travel keyboard now. What are you thinking? Lightweight? Like something like the Bauer Light or something? A friend recommended me your channel. I'm new to keyboards. I only have a Razer Huntsman Mini. I need a good high quality keyboard. Can you recommend something pre-built? I like creamy and thocky sound profiles. If you want like a 75 that has all that, shit, what's it called? The Bridge 75 still might be one of my best choices for you. It's not super expensive. It's a solid 75% that comes pre-built. It looks good. I think the Bridge... I feel like there was one more board in the 75 that I did recently. I just can't put my finger on what it was called. I'll come back to that, but I think the Bridge might be one of the better ones. Or the Evo. The Evo might be a good one too. The Evo... is there a 75 Evo? Or you can just get the TKL. Picked up a new GPU? Ooh. What'd you pick up? You gonna share? What'd you pick up, dude? Was working with music, but I'd rather it work with Alex's Yap. Me too, bro. Honestly, the Yap too strong, bro. Well, actually, just so I don't yap too much and I can actually take out some parts. Oh, did I leave my switches upstairs? Man, I've been looping switches at the table just because the natural light the last few days have been so nice. But I might have to go grab them. I think I left them upstairs. But we are building a Mode keyboard, a Mode 65, which I feel like I haven't built one in forever, so this is going to be a nice little change of pace today. A 480 for a steel? Hell yeah. Do you mind if I ask what you paid for it? The steel price? Yeah, man, Mode keyboards are great. I still highly recommend them. I actually have a batch of switches I'm working to redo my Sonnet because I actually had taken out switches from my Sonnet. Let me just quickly get the other switches too, but I'm going to be redoing my Sonnet on stream soon. $650 is not bad. I feel like that's a good price. Yeah, no, Mode makes great stuff. I still think they're one of my #1 recommended boards, other than, I feel like lately actually #1 recommended is probably Neo. I still do feel like Mode has a classier design. Mode stuff, way classier in my opinion. My Mode 65 PCB died out of the blue. I'd say message them. I don't know if they're gonna do anything just because it might be past like what they can do, but you never know. Message them, see what they can do. Oak. I don't think, have I built the Mode Sonnet with Granite's Oak? Do I know what that sounds like? What plate are you gonna use with that? So we're doing a solder PCB today. I get nightmares looking at these. Remember when they sent me like 15,000 of them? Okay, let's just leave all this stuff in there for now. Is your copper edition? So I feel like I need to use granites? Oh shit, then yes, 110%, dude. Wait, is this a copper mode? This feels heavy. So nice. Aesthetic, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you, man. Oh shit, it is a copper mode. Damn! Actually, this is a nice colorway. This is a real nice color. Alright. That's cool, that's cool. Okay, this I'll do later because the customer asked to remove standoffs on this. It does. I think the Sonnet is a bit more gray, but this is a bit warmer. This is real nice. I really like this. Dude, 65's classic board. Enfeeble, how you doing? Do you know where I can get a Bridge 75? Doesn't Divinity have them right now? I think Divinity has them in stock. Pretty sure. Just picked up a W1AT? Whew. Do you think it would work with your mode switches? Oh, absolutely. The W1AT is a nice sound signature. I think you can get any switches to sound good in that. Other colorways good? I don't know what they have left in stock. Or yeah, mechanicalkeyboards.com might have them too. But I don't know what they have left in stock. Blue cheese switches. This was a special request from the customer. Now, admittedly, I almost thought I didn't have to lube these. And this has probably been the best batch of stock lubed blue cheese switches yet. However, there were some, I don't know why, that were like literally bone dry. So I did go through about, well, I went through all of them and just redid the lube, but I think if I had to guess, there was probably about 20 to 25 switches that needed more touch-ups, with only about 5 or 10 that needed serious touch-ups. So I would say this is like the best batch that I've gotten. But the stock lube on the blue cheese is pretty good. I stepped back a bit looking on the new mechanical keyboard releases and saving up for a new one takes time. Have you played Genshin Impact? I'm happy you stepped back from keyboards for the time being, just because sometimes it does get a little overbearing money-wise. So I'm happy there, Mac. But Genshin, dude, right now my love is on Arc Raiders. Honestly, I had some good matches of Arc Raiders last night. Baby, that was fun, man. We got some good matches in. We had a blast last night, dude. Is the stock issue a batch thing? I feel like it's just random. It could be a batch thing. I don't know what batches I'm getting, but I think this is technically a new batch. Arc Raiders sucks, not rage bait. Okay. I'm going to give you guys my full in-depth review on Arc Raiders that nobody asked for. Are you guys ready for this? I think the game is seriously good with friends. In fact, I think it's one of the best times I've had in a long time playing video games with friends. Playing solo is not my vibe on Arc Raiders. It's just a mixed bag full of people who want to be friendly and then people who get mad at you for defending yourself. Like, I don't like kind of like this weird attitude that single player mode or solo mode has on the game. But with friends playing like in duos and trios, it is phenomenally fun. We've been lied to, but like it's fun because like you're kind of with friends going through it. You know, you're going through the paces.
Sinister
and, like,
Silkiness
shot in the
gifted a
back.
tier 1 sub to Turdley Cunningham.
Thank you, Sinister. Appreciate you, man. We've been lied to, like shot in the back, but then we've also had really funny moments where, like, yesterday, for example, these two teams were fighting. We just loaded in, and we load into gunshots and people yelling over VoIP. And one of the teams is screaming, be like, "No, don't kill me, we got so much loot." And we heard so much loot, so we went running. We get there, and these two guys were talking so much shit to the enemy team that they killed, and they're just like, "Go back to Speranza," which is like the home city, because like that's where you go back to load. And they're just talking shit, they're like cursing and swearing, kind of being low-key kind of rude. The other person's just trying to say GG. And then, I don't know, I wasn't thinking, like I wasn't going to shoot them just because I kind of wanted to see what they were saying, but my friend threw a fuse grenade and then just blew them all up. And they just were screaming, and then one of them kind of got away a little bit and was trying to kill us, but like we ended up getting him too. But yeah, it was just funny. Like, it's just a good time. And then we got like jumped by like 6 or 7 different teams on another one. No, I haven't played with Angel. I don't know if Angel's playing this game, but it was good. It was really good. I had a really funny time last night. But there are raids that certainly piss me off. Like, there's been a few people, which you can't escape this, by the way, with any of these extraction shooter games. I think the people who just sit by spawns or sit by extracts and hide in bushes with the trigger grenades, that's kind of a boring playstyle to me. I feel like it's not very fun. That's the only thing that can sort of get under my skin. It's just like a boring playstyle. Like, I don't hate it, but like, you know what I mean. It's just boring to deal with. It's just an eye-rolling thing. But yeah, I don't really love the game solo, but I love it with squads. Hi, Picardo. How you doing, man? Okay, we're doing how many again? Let me get the TCBO. I'm yapping way too much right now. One, two, three, four. I'm having so much fun playing Arc Raiders, both solo and with the squad. It's a good time with the squad. I don't know. I've been enjoying it with the squad. The minute I get in, I turn. Oh, you mean like you kind of shut your brain off at it? Like you don't want to participate, or? First time I saw Arc Raiders, I thought it was a product by Intel. I get your thought process there. I get it. I get what you're meaning. All-time favorite keyboard right now? Okay, besides the one that I helped design, my all-time favorite that I think I've used the most out of any keyboard, I think it's a tie between the Sonnet and the Ori 60. I think those are like my 2 most used keyboards in my whole collection that I've ever used. This guy said the Rukia round too. Oh my god, please. This freaking guy said the Rukia. It'd be cool to see if they do a redo of the Sonnet. I don't know what they do, but it seems like it'd be a neat idea. Like a V3, like fully redone. Destin, thank you so much.
Another month bites the dust. Happy Wednesday, Alex.
Happy
Thank you for
Wednesday.
always being new, brother.
Oh, I try my best, bro. I try my best. Thank you very much for the kind words. Oh, let's do this. Crema 65. What keycaps, I wonder? I've had retro mixlight and modern mats on mine. Are you looking for more of the same kind of style, or curious which kind of style you're looking for? I keep going back to my Sonnet. Sonnet's a classic, man. I feel like it's just a timeless... I've said this forever, bro. It's a timeless looking keyboard. It is timeless. It's like one of the few 75s I can like truly say is just good. Just watch your video of the QK Alice Duo. It influenced me to order one myself. It'll be the first board I've done since the Fuji 65R1. Damn, it's been a while, Kemper. I hope you enjoy it, bro. It's a fun one. I think it has its quirks. Just from like the one thing I don't like about it is those cables, but it's nice. L of the week, my best friend uses an old, oops, it went too far down. 1 second. An old Razer keyboard. When I asked what he liked about it, he said some of the gaming features, so I got him a Hex 80 for Christmas. Now he just told me he hasn't played video games in years. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Child, hold on. Pause. Is that really your L at that point? I think that's his L. That's not your L. Who's L? I don't think that's anyone's L, actually. I don't think that's anyone's L. I think that's miscommunication. I feel bad, though. Nah, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. You asked... Nah. You're sharing something you like. Don't feel bad. They don't have to use it for gaming. The Hex 80 is not, like, just a gaming keyboard. Don't feel bad for that. You're just trying to be nice. Don't feel bad. The urge to fly home and pick mine up? How far's the flight? I need to buy a Sonnet still. Sad they did away with the elderberry top. Oh, I know. The elderberry was so pretty. I feel like that was a short-lived colorway. Yeah, I don't think that's your L, though, Chayo. That's just a miscommunication type deal. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's all. So nice. Conan, thanks so much for 2 freaking years, buddy. Love you. Thank you guys for the subs. You guys are too kind. Always appreciated, everybody. How often does the Optica restock? I don't think that's ever going to restock. I think that was like just a one-time group buy type thing. Do you have any advice on slimming down one's Keeb collection? I have a bit more than I can chew and it feels overwhelming. Currently setting up time to make timestamps. Okay, I think this is universal advice. Okay, I'm not gonna be humble here. Okay, I think I am very good at letting go of things. I think I'm actually like super good at just being like, yeah, I have sort of a personal connection, but you know what? It's just an item at the end of the day, and the memories are in my brain. What I think you should do is figure out the max amount of keyboards you want first of all. I think that's the number one thing you should do. So I think if you want to keep like 5, number a paper 1 to 5. Then what I would do, if I was you, honestly, I would just go through and try to figure out what's the keyboard I use, not that I think is the best, but that I actually use the most. And then just start writing those down. Then I would make another column about ones you like the best. And just see if any of those like intersect. And then pick those. But if something's not serving you a purpose right now, like, here's the other thing. If you feel like something's literally collecting dust, just get rid of it. You might have some sort of unless it has some crazy meaning to you, which it might, I think you'd probably be more in a joyful part of your life by letting it go, finding it a new home type thing, and then using that money to get yourself something else you enjoy, whether it's buying another board that you want to like build up or just something, you know? Oak, I totally understand, because there's a lot of things that I also am like, yo, I have a lot of like, I don't know, maybe something was a gift from someone I love, which, by the way, I've like, not sold, but like, I've gotten rid of gifts. I've sold some, not keyboard related stuff, but like, I've sold gifts. There's some stuff that like, just, I can't physically collect or keep anymore because we just don't have space. And it's not a personal thing, but you know, it's to better my own life too, and hopefully you can find what betters your life. Best vehicle to sell, eBay or Mech Market? Dude, eBay, I've sold one thing recently on eBay. Dude, eBay fees are insane. They take like 12%, you know that, right? It's crazy. I had no clue how much I didn't even know that was a thing. So I sold a camera lens on eBay, what was it, 2 months ago? And mind you, the camera lens was like $550 Canadian, which is like still fair for a camera lens. So I sold it, and on top of shipping not being covered, like you have to pay for shipping, obviously. The shipping calculator that they use isn't super accurate, and then on top of that, they take 12% for listing it. So if you list it, for example, for $100, they're taking $12. It's crazy. So, and then I also lost money on shipping. So I don't think you should use eBay. I think you should just use Mech Market and do a private sale. I really hate their new shipping model. Yeah, it's terrible, dude. I'm never using them again, by the way. That's the first and last time I'm ever using eBay. Pass it along to the next enjoyer? Absolutely. I think that's a great way to think, Jordan. I declutter my makeup pretty often. Yeah, if it's not serving you a purpose, then just let it go. I think that's like the biggest thing. And I think, I mean, I'm not perfect at this either, but like there are some things that, yes, I do hang on to for no good reason. But yeah, I do think that if you're holding on to something with the only intent and purpose of it having some sentimental value, but you're obviously struggling for space, I think you should really reconsider. Just make sure you think about it. It's not something you regret either. There's a really good strategy that a lot of people do, which is having an in and out bin, or actually, maybe someone here can better explain it. It's like a bin that you make when you feel like you're not using something. So I have something like this where I have a container. It's just a brown box. And if I feel like I'm not using stuff for like 30 days, I put it in that brown box. And then once every few months, that brown box, which I have to go through actually now, like this weekend, gets taken from my shelf. I put it on this table and I look through everything and I think, how can I get rid of this or dispose of it or something like that? Well, it didn't have to be 30. For me, it's 30 because sometimes it's just like little trinkets and stuff like that. Just like things that come in and out of the office, you know? Actually, when do I have it scheduled. Hold on, let me tell you. Yeah, once every 35 days is what I do. So yeah, so I think that's also like not bad. You can do something like that. You can make it 60 days. You can make it like once every half year. Another decent, valid strategy, you know? I need to get into that. I feel like I have too many things in general. Dude, straight up, sometimes we both struggle. Like, me and my girlfriend, like... With keyboard stuff, I'm fantastic at getting rid of stuff these days, but like... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm good most of the time. I will say this, not to brag, I feel like I'm good most of the time of letting things go, but there are certain things that, like, yeah, it's tough. How many more do I have to do? One more. There is an emotional and mental burden with having too many things. Truly is the feeling of the things you end up owning you. Yes, dude. 100%, bro. Do you think the new 65 versus the 2021 version? Personally love the original. I actually like the new one way more. I think the mounting style that Modes created with these lattice blocks is so good. It's just real good, dude. I'm getting my wife a Sonnet for Christmas. Let's go, Wolf. Hell yeah, dude. Are you gonna make her build the whole keyboard, or are you gonna like sit with her? That's gonna be fun. I'm bipolar, and while I'm having an episode, I will mass get rid of stuff I shouldn't, so I get rid of anything. So I don't get rid of anything. Oh, I mean, I don't know how to deal with that personally, but maybe like a system, an organization system of something. Lock and key, put it away. Once a year you tackle it. Are there any 60% keyboard cases you would recommend right now? The Agar? What else is available for 60? Is the Neo 60 Core? Here I was thinking you were a licensed psychiatrist, Alex. I have a joke, but I don't know if I... Apparently that's only Reddit, bro. Reddit's the only people that are allowed to be non-licensed and still call themselves psychiatrists. Apparently that's just Reddit. Sorry, I had to say that. Sorry. Let's put this in here. How does the lattice block affect the sound? It's just... The lattice block gives it just a... kind of like a less dense feeling or something. I don't know how a good way to describe this, but it just gives it enough cushion and enough like separation from the actual case itself. So I feel like it's just overall a bit brighter. Ooh, the Numas. Ooh, the Numas are nice too. Let's put this away for now. And let's start doing these. For this, these are what? The new night stabs. So these will just use 205. Because new night stabs are pretty darn good. What stabs are people liking these days? Night V4s are what people like. Type Plus I still think is number one for me. I think they're just so damn good. I've never built bad stabs with... Well, unless the board sucks. But like with other boards, dude, I just love... Did I do that right? Yeah. Love, love, love myself some Type Plus. Stupid stabs are good too. Can't complain, can't complain. But these are good too. The V4s have been kind of hit and miss. What makes you say that? I'm curious. Did you hear about the Lucky 65 V3? I feel like someone mentioned that, but why don't you tell me again? Because I actually don't remember. Really don't remember now. My therapist is actually encouraging me to buy one of those switch fidgets. Try the ones from Kinetic Labs. I have one of those from Kinetic Labs and it's been pretty solid because I fidget with mine all the time. It's on my keys. I feel like that one there's been holding up. Do you notice the difference between Night V3 and V4? Okay. Truthfully, I think I've used, what, 5 sets of these V4s? And I haven't kept the boards. So I don't feel like I have a super great... Like, I don't want to lie to you at the end of the day, right? I don't want to be like, yeah, the Night V4s are the best. I actually don't know. I feel like they're pretty same. I have heard people say otherwise. But I don't know is the answer. The V4 did not fit the Encore because the spacebar area? Really? I wonder, is it going to pose a problem with this? Okay, well, I'll test everything before we do anything here. I hope it doesn't pose a problem. I miss V3 long pull stabs. Sad they got rid of them. They're not making any more of the V3s though, right? Like, that's it? Thoughts on the Evo? I actually gave the Evo my top spot for value recommendation for like the Q3, Q4 roundup of keyboards. I think the Evo is one of my best value recommendations out there. It's good too because it comes with good switches. What was the other? I think last year was what, the Neo 60 Core or something I gave. I think the Neo 65 Core. I think those are both great keyboards. The stab housings were the stab housings were touching the top of the frame. Oh shit. So wait, is there like significant changes to the frame of this? Also, guys, I'm gonna apologize, even though I probably don't have to, and I don't know. They're doing construction outside again, and I can literally feel my basement shaking right now. So if you guys hear some like rattling or rumbling, it's because they're doing construction. Dude, I feel like it's never ending here in the city, bro. It never ends, construction. They're always working on something. I don't even know what the fuck they're working on. Honestly, it's like a really low frequency rumble, and it's been driving me insane. Okay, you guys don't hear anything? Thank fucking God. Man, if you guys remember years and years and years ago when I was streaming out of my parents' house, they did construction on their street as well. And it was like a year of construction, and it was so fucking annoying. And then I moved out with my girlfriend, and then we had construction there too. And then we moved here, and I thought we were in the clear. And I feel like every other week now they're doing something. And now, mind you, it's not as like frequent here, but like when they do it, it's like loud. I just feel like it never stops, bro. Honestly, I'm kind of tired of it. It feels like it's only been the last like 5 years that I've had to deal with major construction stuff, but fuck, I'm like so mentally exhausted from hearing stuff like that. I think my brain needs some like legit peace and quiet, bro. I even work in the construction industry and I get so tired of it. It pays the bills, but I can't stand it. Yeah, it's just like the rumbling sound, you know? It like gets to you after a while. Like, holy shit, I just wish we had some peace and quiet. I once had an idea for a Twitch stream where I would do like a live semi-interactive talk show. Do it, why not? Have fun. Oh wait, let me just double check if I'm using foam for this. One sec, guys. Is that what it is with the city that's constantly changing? Nah, it's literally not even they're doing actual construction like that. They're just repairing broken stuff. That's literally what they're doing, dude. It's just repairing broken stuff all the time, or like water main stuff, or just random shit. What was I doing? Okay, I need to go here. Noise pollution can mess with your heart. It's not just an annoyance. Is it an actual heart thing too? Damn. Let's see. I don't think we're using... Okay, let me actually just message them real quick. Foam with blue cheese would be deep. Yeah, foam with this board would actually be kind of fucking nuts today, but like in a good way. But I'm just curious, so I'm just gonna quickly message them. And then we're using a polycarbonate plate, I believe, today, but I also have an aluminum plate here. Well, actually, I think I only have an aluminum plate. Please foam. I'm basic. Well, it's up to the client. Thoughts on nachos? Dude, I haven't had good fully loaded nachos in a long time, bro. Ooh, that sounds good right now, dude. Shit, I don't even know where to go get some around here, man. That does sound hella good, though. That does sound hella good. Any updates on the Margot? Ooh, I feel like that's been a while. Like updates on my thoughts on it, or? Oh, these are going to be the ones I have to kind of hold and flip. Okay. Do you know if there's a new Mode 65 coming out? I actually don't know what the next step for Mode is. I just know there's going to be new stuff. That's it. Like I said, it's been a little while since I've had like a little meeting with them or anything about like maybe some new products that I can like tell you guys about, but I think they're working on some pretty fantastical things. I'm excited, and maybe I'm biased, but I also really like the people kind of in Mode's design department, you know? Plus it's exciting to see what Matthew's gonna come out with too, like him helping out and stuff. Because the Encore is just such a good board. You know? Let me use this bit here. Fun fact, infrasound that resonates in the human eyeball can make you see ghosts and shit. What the? Do you guys have any scary story? Actually, it's not really a scary story kind of guy. Day, not guy. Maybe we save scary stories for another night. It's too early for scary stuff. I love the Margot, great for its sound and price. Yeah, I think after they fixed it, it was really good. I just don't have it anymore. I love my Encore. It's the only cool keyboard I have, and it's my daily driver. Hell yeah. Working as a content marketer. Hell yeah. Dude, also, the job sounds hella fun. Do you like your job? Really random question, but I've heard people with content marketing jobs say they really love and like find their work rewarding. Yeah, I mean, okay, can I be real? I feel like KB Defense has had some insane redemption arcs. I really feel that way. I work at a jewelry store, now everyone can ask me jewelry questions. What's the most frequent question you get asked? I took a break from my Pangea and rocking my Sonnet, love it. How do you have yours built again, Jedi? I feel like you told us once, but... The job is okay because it's a small team, pretty chaotic most of the time. I feel like that's just the nature of content stuff. Any marketing / content thing, I think you're always going to have some chaos. So I think it's pretty normal. People asking what's the... It's a guy, bro. I want a new tempo with better construction than those damn through bolts. I don't disagree. Not even so much for the through screws like they had. I just hope that if they do another tempo, I hope they give us more options for the top frame. That's it. I feel like that would be the redemption arc for me for tempo. Just more options, not just HHKB. Stuff we don't do, and then we just do things. Yeah, that sounds fun. Jeb, thanks, man.
Let's go, father.
Damn, dude. I thought it was gonna be more like the TTS to be more enthusiastic about that, but it was a little bit tame. But thank you so much for a year, bro. Honestly, that means a lot. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. Waiting on the ASCII F because I really need a good full size. Hey, yo, that's gonna be a fun one. That's a weird looking Ruber Haku. I know, I didn't set the commands. I know. I didn't set commands. My B. My B. F1 8X V2, how much does half plate soften the typing feel? A little bit. Not a crap ton, but a little bit. It's enough to notice, I'd say. What switches am I using today? Blue cheese. Blue cheeses. Oh, yeah, I feel like I always struggle with these stabs sometimes. I won a 50-80 today? For real? How did you win a 50-80? I'm so curious right now. Yeah, congrats. You know what? I was so shocked I forgot to be happy for you. Congrats. Yeah, how did you win one? I'm actually curious. Was it like through a contest type thing or competition maybe? What were the reasons that you don't like taking the Hassie out for pictures? It's too big, man. Rob, thank you so much for the tier 1.
What's up, Alex and chat?
Not much today, man. Just living life, you know. I don't care for having this around my neck. If I'm being real with you, this is just too bulky to bring out. So, okay, take this off for a second, but like having this out, like it's extremely comfortable to hold, but having this like sit around my neck would drain the life out of me, dude. If you have like a... I don't think the X2D2 was any smaller. Dude, this is not... Like, I'm gonna be real. I think as I get older, maybe it's a thing. I think when I was younger, I had cameras of similar weight with the DSLRs. But, dude, it is just not fun. Like, I feel like after the one day that I used this thing, when I was out, I never wanted... Like, to have that feeling of never wanting to bring it out again was just, like, enough to make me go, yeah, fuck this. Like, I am through with it. This is not my outdoor camera. But, I mean, dude, mileage may vary. Maybe you're going to be different. But, yeah, I don't like bringing it outside.
Do you have a good recommendation on a detached numpad?
Ooh,
I have a Keychron one right now and am not in love with it.
Detached numpad. Wasn't there some on KBD fans at one point that were like half decent? Like a KBD fans version of it? But thank you so much, Unicorn. I appreciate it. I went into a Best Buy for a new 2TB drive for Windows, and they were doing a Thanksgiving raffle. I entered and 3 people won. I pick it up tomorrow. So nice.
Ryle, we gifted a tier 1 sub to avo_.
Thank you, Ryle. I appreciate you, man. Congratulations on the win of the 5080, dude. Yeah, did you remember to get the hard drive? Wow. That is a big prize. Congratulations, man. A little jealous. Not gonna lie. I'm a little green right now, bro. Yeah, that's a big win. Considering how expensive graphics cards are right now. Isn't Jackie doing an numpad? Oh, get out of town. Is there a... Oh, shit. Wait, that's hella cute. Is this a group buy right now, or is this in stock? Well, there you go. There's a cool looking numpad. Damn, I really like that. That's cute as fuck. Thank you again, Unicorn. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And Ralph, thank you so much too, man. Dude, loving the new map in Arc Raiders. Loving it. We have been exclusively playing that. Evo 75 or Bridge? I like the Bridge overall more, so... Diversity shipped on time, just FYI, Event Horizon still hasn't. What is the holdup now with the Event Horizon? Oh, God. What is the holdup with that board, bro? Like, what's the reasoning now? I feel like you need the Hippo after that. Yeah, maybe you do. Maybe that's just like the next feasible level of progression. Salvin? I thought Salvin was done doing everything. I thought the holdup was like something completely off base from the actual keyboard itself. I thought it was like packaging. Last I read. Okay, let's make sure all the stabs feel good. How's the MX4 mouse? Noticeably, I like... Okay, well, the short... I think it's a huge step up from their last run. Huge. If you like the MX Master 3, then you'll probably love this thing. It wasn't Salvin? I don't know what the problem is then. Honestly, the whole thing is so confusing. Okay, let me put 4 corners in as well, then I'm going to test the stabs. I feel for Event Horizon buyers, I'm still waiting on my Evolved from Archetype. I didn't even know that one there didn't ship yet either. What's the holdup with the Evolve, Coach?
Have you tested
Jones,
any more
so
He
much,
switches since your He video? Will there be a second part?
There will be another video like that. It just won't be for HE stuff. The HE stuff, I've only tested like one other switch, and it was from Wuche, I think, but not a whole hell of a lot. The thing is, and I've noticed, and the reason why I probably won't do another like large EC video like that, is I did find that a lot of the switches, like after reviewing the video, were kind of like, oh yeah, this kind of sounds same. And then even some of the new stuff that I've tried sounds same. There is some really interesting HE switches, but I feel like they need dedicated videos and not just like pitting them up against like run-of-the-mill, you know, the everyday stuff. So I guess the answer is no, I probably won't do another video like that, at least for now. But in the future, absolutely. Can you stop streaming new boards? I'll try Blackout. I already bought too many, but every time I see you building one, I want to get that one there. No, I'm sorry, Rob. I'm sorry. I have an all-black PC and I still need a desk and mostly everything like keyboard, desk pad, and mouse color. Is there an all blacked out version of the Evo? Honestly, dude, I think you should go full stealth. I'm always on team full stealthy. If you're gonna go a blacked out setup, which is what I have for my gaming setup as well, everything gets blacked out. Everything, dude. So wait, what was the Evolve thing? They had to restart from scratch with a different menu. Is that going to cost you guys anything though? Yeah, I know HMX has created some switches too. I'm aware. Right now, like my goal isn't to. I'm still waiting to do some HE stuff, and you guys will figure out why. But I don't know. It'll be for another day. I have some other stuff planned first for video content before I do that. Give me this one. There we go. Let's just make sure all these actuate. I doubt Mech would do that. He'd just eat it. Yeah. Good. All right, that's good. It didn't cost anyone anything. Ultimately, though, I'm not defending Mech or Archetype, whatever. I think it's maybe good that they're redoing the boards instead of just saying, fuck it, this is good enough. And I think you should have said you forgot to solder. That's what I think you should have said. Do you want to redo it? Would you like to re-troll me? I'll give you a redo on that one there. No? This fucking guy. Pisses me off. I agree. I agree, Chuck. I agree. Sometimes project management is tough. If it makes you guys feel any better, Manta is looking good for timeline right now. Manta is looking good. If you guys remember my last update, just to kind of make maybe the mood a little bit better. Our last update was basically CNC machining is very well underway. Bull actually did samples and like testing of the Anno. Like he did a whole meeting with that. So stuff's getting prepped to Anno. So we're very well into the process of the keyboard. We also got production samples of the PCB. So we have full PCB steam ahead type thing. But yeah, it's coming together very, very nicely, I'd say. How do you keep up with all the group buys? I don't. Honestly, I there's no way. Thank you, Kemper. Yeah, me and Bold Design did a little while ago. Does anyone have any recommendations for keycap profiles that are taller than Cherry but still feel very nice to type on? MT3, I think, would be my first go-to there. I like MT3. There will be some extras of the Manta. I don't remember how many exactly were ordered. Maybe that's a question for Mr. Bowl. But there will be some. Oh, I think the client also asked us to mil-max the spacebar. So, let me mil-max this for them. Yeah, dude, we ran it. I hope everyone really enjoyed the whole process of the board. It really became kind of this community effort, which was really cool. Like, We showed the board really early on. But the Manta was actually a, I think, okay, in a lot of ways, maybe we can chalk it up to we have experience, but I think we also got really lucky with the Manta. It didn't need a whole lot of R&D into the board, since we only ever had to order one set of prototypes. So we didn't have to order many sets. Weesh. No worries, man. Take care. Manta gave me JJW Gradient vibes. The Gradient was a nice board. I don't know how many extras will be available, though, of this. But yeah, usually, sometimes you need multiple revisions, or, like, you need to go back to the drawing board. But we were... I think we both were, like, impressed with how well the first prototype came out, and there was only minor revisions that needed to be done. But, like, for example, the new board we're working on, that's going to need multiple revisions, because we're trying some interesting things with it. The Manta was just a classic. It was just like, here is the project, here is the mounting styles, which, you know, Bolt already had experience with. Yeah, new board. Actually, if you guys want to see the very, 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 very rough first prototype, I can show you guys here in a second. IMO, the way you and Bull handled the Manta should be the template for GB. Lots of content showing different types of configurations, colors, plates, and switches that truly allowed a prospective buyer to make an informed decision. I have been telling people this for years. Okay, Flip. I have literally told vendors and other things that they should show as many possible things ever of the board and do it way ahead of time instead of dropping a board and then saying 2 weeks after is the group buy. It's too rushed, and people usually pass on those things. But if you guys want to see, this is a... Please don't take this as a final revision, because the final, like, the current revision of the board is so different. But this is the new board. It is made with just an aluminum thing. Like, it's just a fast prototype, as Bull calls it. It says Manta over here, but we're not calling it the Manta. It's just something I wanted to see how it looked. This is the really, really, really early revision. It's just to see how the shape looks. That's it. We really just made it as simple as possible. But we ordered a few of these, and then we're waiting for the next set to machine. And the next set will be the set that we're actually more proud to show you guys. But yeah, this one here is... It won't be the same price. This is going to be much cheaper. Yeah, we didn't even have, like, PCBs done. This is just a random PCB I grabbed. It also is, like, random other parts and stuff like that, so... It's cool. Same idea as the Manta, but you guys will see why it's going to be very different. There's some stuff that I have not told you guys about this that I think you guys will really, really, really appreciate. But it will be a 60. It will indeed be a 60%. It's actually not going to be called anything with animals. It's a totally different project we're working on. Actually, no, it's not O-ring. It is going to be a throwback to the... Well, not throwback, because it's not really a throwback. It is going to be a nod to the stuff that I think a lot of people really like, which is pour-on gaskets. So we are going to leave it on pour-on, because honestly, pour-on sounds good, bro. Pour-on gaskets are... They're a classic... Like, honestly, silicone and pour-on gaskets don't sound the same. So... I can't tell you guys how much it's going to be right now. Honestly, we don't even know how much it's going to be. Like, we have not even thought about that yet. We're just worried about getting all the details internally right. But it should be a fun one. Yeah. There's not really much to look at, guys. Like I said, the next revision of this will have all the detailing. This is just the shape. It's just a shape right now, and I think even parts of this shape, if memory serves, because it's been a while. But we're taking our time with this, guys. This is not going to release anytime soon, FYI. We are not gonna, like, this is not gonna drop, like, in the next, like, 2 months. It's gonna be the exact same template as the Manta, where we show you guys all of our progress, we take feedback from you guys, and we continue to revise. And then when we're ready, we do the group buy. Just like the Manta. I think the Manta was, like, what? It was, like, 9 or 10 months of doing revisions and, like, going through content first, then we released it. Does Novelkeys allow canceling a keyboard pre-order? I would have you honestly check with them. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure they do. Unless there was something that says they didn't. Alright, so let's put some... these guys in. Give me this. One. Yeah. Bull and I are pretty adamant about these particular projects, like our collab projects, being very, very slow paced. We are not in a rush. We want these to be, and this is not to like, you know, we want these to be passion projects with good decisions, financially and like business wise. We want this to like be projects that we're really proud of, that we're also not going broke over, so we can't actually fulfill. You know what I mean? Like, I think that we're trying to do it responsibly, is what I'm trying to say. Because if you don't do things responsibly, stuff is bound to fail. Pin's looking good. Alright, let's solder. Let us solder. Is the Manta currently in GB? It ended... When did it end? End of August. And then we're projected to have it done by Q2, but hopefully we can get it done on time or sooner. We gave some extra leeway in that sense. Alright, let me get all my stuff for this. It ran in August, yeah. End of August is when it ended. Mr. Bull. Mr. Bull. Bull, do you have any Manta news? Anything maybe we should post this week? Damn, almost 3 months since the GB ended. Feels like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it really did. It honestly, time has been flying by. Yeah, everything pretty much is still the same, guys. Like, we're kind of in the no update zone because we're just waiting for things to machine and, you know, then we're going to work on anodizing. Well, they will work on anodizing, stuff like that. Yep. Not to worry though, guys. Things are moving exactly as Bull and I want it. Alex, have a great stream, friend. I'm off to clean the upside down house. Good luck, my friend. Cleaning is always a task, but it's also therapeutic, so I hope it is therapeutic for you. Yeah, it ended. There will be extras. Bull, do you have... Actually, let me turn this off for a second. Bull, do you have an idea of how many extras or no? Here's the thing, though, guys, and, like, I don't know. Like, this is not my area of expertise. I think some of the vendors already did pre-orders for the extras. But I don't know how many total extras there's going to be. I can maybe only speak for Bull, or Bull maybe can only speak for himself type thing, but I don't remember how many everyone ordered. It's not a crap ton, by the way, but it's some. Probably not enough. I think I have like 30. Okay, so... I don't know, guys. We'll see. If there's like crazy high demand, we'll work on something in the future, but... we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Let's solder. Blue cheese are way deeper. Blue cheese switches are crazy deep in comparison to granite. Where's the... Alright. They are crazy deep in comparison. Actually, you know what I just remembered? Doesn't Bull owe you guys something? Doesn't Bull have to dress up in a costume? Is that something he's still doing? What's the timeline for that, Bull? Manta onesie? I'm waiting. Where's the onesie? Yeah, let's riot about that. I'll stream building a production unit in a Manta suit. Okay. We got some time. Oh, man. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that, dude. What switches are we soldering? Blue cheese, my friend. Blue cheese. Little cheese switches. Yeah, you know what, guys? If Bull doesn't stream wearing a Manta suit, even if everyone is super happy with their keyboards and everyone's board gets delivered, it's an exit scam. In my heart, it will be an exit scam, and we should cancel Bull, okay? So if he doesn't use a onesie, that's it. He's cooked, bro. He's cooked. Done deal. Manta costume where everyone charges back. By the way, Alex, you built a ramen. No, I don't think anyone did, actually. The Ramen 60s? Did anyone get content for that? Is Bull doing a rug pull? Yeah, on the costume. It's crazy, right? No, he said he'll stream. He'll stream in a Manta costume during a Manta production unit stream. I thought you meant another kind of suit, not a Manta suit. Pardon me. Huh? I wonder if I can get also a Manta suit. I'll see which one Bull ends up getting, and if it's not too expensive, maybe I'll get one too. But I'm not promising anything. There's pretty much no content for the Ramune, which is the primary reason I didn't get it. Yeah, if I'm being real, I kind of felt weird about that too. Because I kind of wanted the board, I just don't know what it sounds like. Like, outside of whatever official stuff there was. Check Bull's comment. I'll stream... Oh, wait. I'm going to show up at your house with another suit? You're not getting out of this? Oh, sure. Let's do it, Bull. Visit me. Look at that, guys. I get a free visit from Bull. Crazy, right? Can you do a little dance in the Manta costume? Hell, if I get one, sure. Hell yeah. I'll do a little dance. Bull sleeping on the couch. Dude, speaking of sleeping on the couch, I put on one of those Breathe Right strips last night. I don't know. I got to start wearing those more often. I feel like when I put those on, I feel great, dude. I think I have a deviated septum. I think I have to get one of those like deviated septum adjustment surgery things. But dude, it felt so good wearing that thing last night. Holy shit. Honestly, I'm kind of low-key nervous about getting that surgery, if I have to get it. They offered it to me when they said I had sleep apnea. They said I might have a deviated septum, but they need to further investigate. But they said it would be a surgery, which... I know, asterisk, yeah, everyone tells me it's life-changing surgery, but like... Okay, I'm such a chicken when it comes to this kind of stuff, man. I don't like people messing with my body at all. I just don't like it. So... I don't know. I have to get over that whole thing, I guess. the surgery sucks. I heard it's also kind of low-key painful too. I heard it's also like a 2 or 3 week recovery minimum for the surgery. And it's on my face. Thing is, I kind of like my nose though, so I don't want them to like alter the shape. I think they just have to like, I don't know, it's like straighten the nose or something like that. I don't fucking know. Freaks me out thinking about it. But I did hear it's life-changing from many different people. I have the same thing, also fear of surgeries as well. I don't like it, man. I don't mind needles and stuff, but like surgeries and just like altering things, like no, I'm good. It doesn't alter the shape, they kind of scrape away the insides. I've heard it does slightly alter the shape though. Maybe I'm mistaken on that. Alter the inside sounds gross too. Yuck. But yeah, I think I probably should go figure that out sooner rather than later. Because those breathe rate strips, I got them on a sale, but I heard the outside of a sale they can get pretty expensive. I did that exact operation, removed some of the bone spurs, and yes, recovery sucks for the first week. But they give you the good pills. Once they remove the packing, it is really life-changing. Hit me if we want to chat more. I actually do want to chat more. Can I ask you a question on stream here? You don't have to answer if it's too gory or something. When you say the first week was bad, was it just because it's really painful? And like, were you kind of just like in bed type thing kind of surgery? I don't exactly know, you know what I mean? Like, surgery is really not fun, but a couple of weeks ago, but a couple of weeks recovery, you get set for the rest of your life. I had a double hernia surgery 8 weeks ago, and now I can lift my daughter again. Hell yeah, Durst. Yeah. It's just something I need to, it's like a personal thing. Like, I just need to not let it freak me out, you know what I mean? It's weird. I'm not really scared of much, except for surgery stuff. It's the same reason I don't want to get laser eye surgery. The idea of a laser in my eyeball? No thank you. Absolutely no. I'm good. Quality of life patch upgrades are great? Bro. Stop that instant. Stop that this fucking instant, bro. Get out of here. Should I just look at it as a QL, like, 0.2 upgrade type thing? I totally get the hesitation. It's not fun. Yeah. The fact that I can touch my ass but my laser eye surgery is a no-go? Did I read that right? Hold on. Pause one moment. The fact I can touch my ass but laser eye surgery is a no-go. Oh. Wait, what? My eye? You said your ass. Oh, you miswrote that. I was like, pardon me one moment. That is not the same thing. I had to reread that. Jeb, I am so sorry for calling you out like that. I had to pause right there because I was like, what does he mean by this? I can also touch my ass, but I don't think I want to get a surgery. That is crazy, my guy. But I get what you mean. I can also touch my eye not thinking about it, dude. I so thought I typed the right... Jeb thinking of something right now. He's like, I want my ass touched right now. I think you need to chill. I don't need to chill. I'm actually pretty hyper right now. I haven't had a lot of coffee today. Alex is like, what does your ass have to do with your eye? That's a diff surgery? True. Booty hole rejuvenation? Autocorrect? Yeah, that's a nasty autocorrect right there. That's one where they do you dirty, bro. Oh shit, dude. Laser eye surgery freaks me out. It's so true. All of my friends have done it. Well, not all of them, but a bunch of my friends have done it too. And they act like it's no big deal. And I'm like, bro, that's a big deal. There was a laser in your eye, bro. LASIK is just optical BBL. God damn it, bro. I find the autocorrect gets more mistakes than before. I think it's just touchpads, like phone touchpads for me. I'm gonna sound really old, and you guys can make fun of me. I don't give a shit, but I feel like I typed faster with. I'm sure I can set it up, but it's not the same because I need physical buttons. I liked T9 typing better than I liked the full keyboard on the touchpads for the iPhone and stuff like that. You knew I was going to say that, dude? I like T9 typing way better. I was so fast at that shit, bro. What's T9? That makes me feel really old, bro. That makes me feel bad, dude. Child just called me Unk. That's what she just said. I'm 34. Actually, you should know. I feel like you should know what T9 was. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just like just out of the age bracket there. T9, if you guys don't know, it was the. If you guys remember it, do I have a numpad anymore? I don't. I don't have a numpad. T9 is basically when it had the 9 digits, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and they would have letters on it, and you would just type like that. I love it, man. Honestly, I felt I was more accurate with that too, man. Oh, you're all good. The real test for old people who knew pager codes? I was too young for pagers. I think people I knew had them, like my age, but it was like, honestly, it was kind of like low-key a rich people thing. Like, no one really had that when I was younger. It was just something out of people's price range. I think some South Korean are still using T9s because it's faster for the language. I think it's also a big thing in Korea to have flip phones, is it not? Isn't it like a trendy thing? I had a friend tell me it was like very trendy to have flip phones in Korea. I kind of low-key wish we got flip phones again. I miss flip phones, dude. You know why I miss flip phones? Because you can protect your screen by flipping it. It was just such a good, ingenious thing to do, you know what I mean? Now I get my shit all scratched up. My dad had me use T9 as a punishment. Oh shit, or this big console learned T9. That's fucking funny, dude. What an odd punishment, but I love it. Flip phones are still cool, IMO? Yeah, right? Flip phones were superior? I like flip phones. Used the Z Flip for a while, but the fear of it breaking when I opened it scared me, so I changed back. Do you mean when you like flipped it open? Flipping your phone open to call was the coolest part. Right? Just flip, you're talking to someone. It was the coolest thing, man. The coolest thing. Oh man, I feel like I'm leaning in too much right now. I feel like I'm shrimp posture right now. Let's all posture check ourselves. Slamming the phone shut on the hang-up was the meta. Yeah, you know what? I'd go with if Apple ever released like their variation of a flip phone, I'd get it in a heartbeat, dude. Slamming the phone was so much fun. What does meta mean? I'm out of touch. It means just like the thing that's the thing to do, basically, like the most optimal or what everyone's doing or the best thing to do at the time. I think it's a gaming term, right? Meta. That's the meta. That's where I first heard it. It was like many eons ago. Next year they're doing a folding tablet phone. Fuck, I feel like those tablet phones are just way too fucking big, bro. Have you used PCB snap mounting? Not yet. I have a set. I got told not to use it. I don't really know why I got told not to use it, but I technically have a set in my bundle of parts. Most effective tactical available. There you go. That's what meta stands for. I didn't know it even stood for something, bro. There it is. I want a folding phone that you roll up like a yoga mat. Honestly, that'd be kind of cool. Duality of the keyboard hobby. I want a keyboard we can customize ourselves on a phone with my own switches. Easy peasy, dude. I had a feeling this would happen. I might need to redo this one socket over here. Yeah, I'll do it later. Ball spin. This socket is crimped a little bit at the end, and I feel like it's going to be tough to remove and take out the switch. Whomst? Oh, not the duality. Ball spin? I'm going to use these balls because I don't feel like grabbing the other ones right now, so we're going to spin these guys. Alright, let's turn off this guy, and let's move on to this. Looking good. Looking good. Dude, I just broke a Type-C cable. How did that happen? What happened? Okay, so I can move this back. I think we don't need that anymore. We don't need this either. Now we can start grabbing all the parts since this is done. It's a fidget spinner, yeah. I feel like lately I've been more focused on soldering, but I mean, also, I've had like 4 or 5 years experience soldering keyboards. So I think now my rhythm is pretty much there, you know? This guy. I'll chalk it up to experience. But yeah, dude, it used to take me forever to solder stuff too. Is this the right bit? It is not the right bit. Mil-maxing soldering is the real pain. It's just setting up mil-maxing. That shit takes forever to set up. And then with mil-maxing, sometimes I make mistakes, and then redoing mil-max sockets takes a little bit of extra time. Like, you gotta pop it out, then you gotta like basically remove all the solder, then pop in a new socket. It just takes a while. Have I built over 1,000 boards yet? I'm pretty positive it's been like 1,500 plus at this point here. Pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's see if I remember all the steps on how to put this together. It is... First we need this. Which is... We need this guy. So let's leave that there. PCB. I think we need some extra screws. And then we need this guy. Oh, what's this? Oh, the feet. Okay, we need all these. I just found out they lost my Agar Mini in transit. That thing was never destined to get to the Canadian mechanical keyboard to begin with. What shipper? DHL? It's still spinning too. That's crazy, huh? Alright. Where is it? This thing. Do you collect watches at all? Dude, when I was growing up, I had like 3 or 4 watches, and I was really pining to get into watches. I'm so glad I never did. Watches are just another rabbit hole that I truly cannot afford. And I feel like I'm the type of guy to like really broaden my horizons with like what I want to collect. So I feel like I would have been one of those people to collect any watch that looked good regardless of the price. Probably better that I didn't go down that rabbit hole. Alright, what bit do I need for this? I thought it was from AliExpress front to avoid tariffs, so they used a third-party shipper. Oh. Well, hopefully they find it or something. Why, Ab, have you been collecting watches? You said you have been? The Mio watch keycap that came out this month? I think that keycap's... It's right here. I have it right here. It's so beautiful. I took it off because I didn't want to bring it to the meetup. Because, not that I don't trust people, but I didn't want it in my backpack, that's all. It was probably going to get scratched up or something, and I just love this thing way too much. This. Bye, Max. Take care. Okay, now other screws. 1, 2, 3. Wait, I just saw the third. 3, 4. There we go. Yeah, I know. There's other affordable versions of all the watches and stuff, but like I know myself. I probably would have wanted something a little bit more expensive, which is why I just didn't bother. I need to be honest. I'm about to go to the dentist for the first time in 6 years. I'm scared. Bro, don't be scared. Dude, Cho, look at it this way here. It's probably better in the long run that you're going now than waiting another 6 years. Don't be stressed out about it, dude. If you want to feel better, I tell yourself that. Got him for what? No, I mean, dude, about 2 years ago, 3 years ago actually. Your nose? Huh? Zonus, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate it.
Hey baby, take me out to dinner.
What are you talking about? His nose? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, if I'm being honest, dude, some advice you gave them? I don't know why I'm lost right now. My brain just went... Whoosh. But okay, let me tell you something. I actually didn't go to the dentist for like 10 plus years. The first time I went was 3 or 4 years ago. And I kept putting it off because like I was nervous. And just for a variety of reasons is why I didn't go. Like, just didn't think my teeth didn't hurt. Like, everything like looked fine in my mouth. And then just, depression, stuff like that. So like I just didn't really want to go to get myself checked up there. But when I went, honestly, my teeth were in like good condition. Genetics help with that too. Like apparently I have decent genetics with my teeth. But don't be afraid. I was nervous too, man. Don't be afraid to go. Don't be afraid at all. I was away from that for a few years as well. I wouldn't be afraid though, man. By the mod team dental insurance, thanks. Oh. Don't be afraid to go for my nose. I see what you mean. I get you, dude. I get you. Same brother. Then I had to go 7 times in the last year and spent 2K after Benny's. Dude, yeah. I'm with Clippity on that, bro. I would say go as soon as you possibly can. If you're in the mindset to go now, get it done. That means you're in a good mindset right now. I'd say go. I would say go, get it done, and see how you feel. I'm happy I went because I avoided some health stuff as well by going as soon as I did. After being kind of lazy with it, screws do I need for this? More countersunk screws. Dude, you know the most wild way I chipped a tooth? One time I was eating ice cream, and it was so good. The ice cream was so fucking good, dude, that I bit down, because it was like chunky ice cream. It was like chocolate chips and stuff. I bit down in it, and I bit down into the spoon, and I chipped my tooth on the spoon. That's the most wild way I've ever chipped a tooth. I really like this like circle here. Hi, Brain. I drank the clear, splashy stuff. I ate the green things. I went under the bright light up there. I did the thing with the moving and sweating and whatnot. Now make the happy chemical. You lump of, oh hey, mustache man streaming. Do you know that when humans brought back the moon rocks, it was the first time we intentionally made the earth heavier, perchance? Interesting. 21 months and slowly getting bigger. If loving you was a poison, I'd ask for a second glass. Thank you. I appreciate you, Zany. Don't know why I didn't read it, but Alex? Yeah? Holy shit, we did? What? Was expecting 100% keyboard tooth related incident? No, luckily I've never chipped a tooth on a keyboard thing. But I did chip my tooth on ice cream. Oh, biting the spoon? Yeah, dude. That was fucking embarrassing, man. Honestly, that was the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. Was chip my tooth while eating ice cream, which is supposed to be soft. You know? It's supposed to be soft. And it wasn't. Mint? Dude, how did you know it was mint chocolate chip, dude? That's funny. Yeah, that's my go-to ice cream, bro. I love mint chocolate chip. How did you know? That's crazy, dude. That's actually wild. Not vanilla? Okay, you know what, Insty? Dude, you can't hate mint chocolate chip, bro. Well, you can if you don't like it, obviously. But it's real good.
Alex, just a friendly reminder, spoons are not edible.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Actually, you know what I want to do for this board? I want to do the middle ones. The middle ones are kind of fire. So let's organize these and get the middle ones. So these are like the semi-firm but semi-soft ones here. Am I missing one? Oh, there's still some more in here. Okay. My front two teeth are fake because I was trying to open the door in the dark and went lip first into the edge of my wife's dresser. Oh, rock. Bro. My front tooth is dead. That's why it looks off-colored. When I was younger, like 10 or 9 or something, dude, I'll never forget this. It's so stupid. I was in line as a kid, and some kid in front, you know when you line up, or queue up, I guess some people call it, to go back inside after recess? Like, you're supposed to form a line and wait for the teacher to tell you to go back inside. Some kid was just going back and forth with his head, and he kept going like larger arcs, and like I couldn't back up anymore. And at one point he just like, bam, back of the head into my front teeth, and then I don't know which one it is. It's one of these two. My tooth was killing me, and we went to the dentist, and they're like, "Oh yeah, your tooth is dead. You need a root canal now." So, no, man, it was just me because he hit me on the front, so it's just like it gave him a bruise maybe. But yeah, I had to get a root canal because of this kid who just couldn't keep his head still for like 1 fucking second, and then it killed my tooth. And then also, long story short, it actually infected my gums too. So should have bit his head. Man, I still can't believe that. So crazy. Kids are kids, I guess. I know someone who broke a tooth and has a scar on their lip on a toilet, slipped in the bathroom and landed face first on the toilet. That's a story to tell. That is indeed a story. Okay, so I need to open this back up anyways and just readjust this one Milmax socket here. So for now, we're not going to switch out the spacebar because I need to readjust that afterwards. But let's put this together and see how we feel about it. I'm actually very curious to see what this is going to sound like with these particular switches. I got cross-checked in the mouse during a hockey game, broke my front tooth in half. I mean, yeah, hockey is going to do that too. Actually, do you guys want to hear a wild story from when I was a kid? So we were, sometimes in my my elementary school, they did skating days. No? Okay, I won't tell the story because Annette doesn't want to hear it. What switches are in these? Blue cheese. Little blue cheese switches. Kid 1, Alex's tooth 0. Yeah, it did hurt. It did hurt. Conan, thank you so much for gifting a sub.
So nice. Conan gifted a tier 1 sub to Takadaman_. They have given 5 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, dude. These are V2s, yeah. These are like the brand new, like most recent batch the client got. This is going to be crazy deep. And imagine if we added foam. This would have been even deeper, so... This would have been crazy. The accents in here, and then we can figure out some keycaps to put on this. Was it something about the angle and lighting today makes the switches look cell shaded right now? I think it's the perfect angle for things to look fake. Oh, I don't think I've actually... Have I seen this color before in person? The wood accent. Oh, this is pretty. Damn, that looks good. I don't know where else to ask. Switch. So wait, I'm building my first keyboard right now, Neo 75 CU, but I have a problem and I don't know where else to ask. You're all good asking here, brother. My enter switch needs to be inserted 90 degrees, but then the caps won't fit. Do you have a picture? I don't really know what you mean by that, sick web. If you want, you can join our Discord, and then maybe we can help you out more. Dude, this accent almost looks perfect. There's a small little gap here, but I mean, it's wood, so it's never going to be 100%. But dude, this looks great. Look at that little cross section here. This is nice. ISO will destroy your fingers? Wait, how? Would you recommend lubing the Gatoron Type Rs? Yeah. Dude, I think all Gatoron switches need to be relubed. Gatoron stock lube is poo. It's just a mess, you know? Alright. Let's put some of these screws back since we don't need them anymore. Oh, ISO? It could be an ISO thing. I'm not too sure. Maybe the layout's off. Maybe they have the layout incorrect. Okay, we'll see how these mounting blocks, the lattice mounts work and sound, and then we'll go to the next one, if need be. All right, so put this back. Put our screwdriver away for now. Now, the decision of keycaps. Roman, thank you so much for the tier 1. I really appreciate it, man.
Roman Trilo gifted a tier 1 sub to Dynamics XX.
Thank you, Roman. I don't think you need to film Type Rs, no. It's a cute looking keyboard, just like this too. Abstract would be a lot of beige. Anything else you guys want to see today? I wish I had my spacebar for Serica. Serica would have looked great on this. Modern materials? Did I hear XX or 66? I don't know. Honestly, I want to play that back later and figure it out too. Gateron is the most inconsistent with their factory lube IMO as well. I've had some that were perfectly out of the box. Some were overlubed, some needed cleaning. Then other batches that seemed like they had no factory lube. Dude, Gateron's terrible with their factory lube. By far, the worst factory lube switches on the market is Gateron. And I mean consistency-wise. I'm with Rob on that. Tribal? Oh shit, Tribal might look really good on this. Wait, I'm kind of down for that. Let me go find Tribal. I hope it's on. It's not like on a keyboard right now because I don't remember what keyboard it would be on. Let's see, Tribal's right here. I think it's on a board though, so maybe I have to find what board it's on. Painter's tape is fine, toe popper. Yeah, it's on a board. Let me figure out what board it's on. Not that I remember right now, but... So
Dynamics XX gifted a tier 1 sub to Dream Girly. They have given 4 gift subs in the channel.
Let's see, what is it on? What is it on? You know, I don't know. It might be in another room. Maybe I use something different, because I honestly don't remember what I put this on right now. GG's. Atlas Mr. Toes is best Mr. Toes. Thank you, dude. Appreciate the love. Thank you, dude. What other set can I use today? Well, you know what else might look really good on this? How about Cladney? Cladney? That could look fun on this board today. Kind of a red tone. I'm also down to use Dandy. We could use Dandy as well. How about Dandy or Cladney? I don't actually have a GMK 9009. Oh, Dandy with Cladney mods? That would look terrible, wouldn't it? I don't think that would look very good. Alright, let's use Cladney then. Let's break out this bad boy here. Dude, the build's turning out pretty nice, in my opinion. Ooh, shit, this is gonna be kind of fun, I think. So nice. Thank you, SixtyFive. Appreciate it. Did you post the thing, the photo, in keyboard help? Let's see. Oh, actually, I don't know. My Discord's being slow right now loading. Already got help? Hell yeah. Fucking awesome, bro. Short shift. Wish I bought this set? Dude. It's funny because I think a lot of people... This set, I think, sold out pretty slowly, but a lot of people kind of wrote this off as being not very good. I think this... Even Abstract that's running right now are some of the nicer sets that have been on Key Machine. Hell, I'm even going to say this. I really like Deep Field. I know it wasn't super popular running. Deep Field was really nice. My Grail TKL? Either the Kaze for me or the F1. But I also feel like F1 might be a bit biased because I have some sentimental value to that board. I have working eyes, did not want... Dude, I like Deep Field. Oops, wrong button. I want to do this view. Deep Field was nice. Oh, actually, this suits the... Dude, this suits the keyboard real nice. TKL, Fragment TKL is real good too. I would say for the TKL category, I really like that board. But I still think my F1 is still my favorite. Do I need anything else on this guy? Yes, I do. Dude, the Fragment sounds gorgeous. It's a great board. I would say pick it up. If you guys want a good TKL that's out recently and not the F1, Fragment's definitely a good bet. Can't stress that enough. The Enzo's also calling you. Too many decisions. Too many good things out right now. What board would you buy out of Europe? ISO Azerty on a 120 budget. Shit. I don't know. I don't know because I know that in Europe there's also things like VAT to consider. So I don't know. I'd have to look through a list. My immediate response would be something like the Neo Core series. I don't know what that translates to, like monetary wise. But if you wanted something pre-assembled, maybe something like... Actually, you know what, dude? Recently we looked at that Womir SK81 Pro. I don't think that's all that much money. That one there was pretty damn good for the price. I will admit, I think it was, what, 55 bucks? I think I have the webpage still open here. Yeah, it was 55 US dollars on sale. I don't know how much that would translate to. Shit, this is a nice combination, guys. This looks really good. Damn, I'm happy looking at this thing right now. It blends too much in with this desk pad, though. I need a different desk pad. Maybe a darker desk pad for this. Damn. Cookies and cream. Actually, speaking of cookies and cream, dude, I saw an ice cream the other day that looked like a fucking enhanced version of cookies and cream, and I want it so bad. I don't even remember the brand, but I looked at the price. Dude, ice cream's also insanely priced.
Plodney goated.
What's up, man? How you doing, bro? Ice cream is not for the faint of heart anymore. You want a decent ice cream that's not just a small little one-time pint? It's going to cost you 10, 15 bucks. Ooh, dude, I love these switches. These feel great. Oh, sorry. The keyboard I'm using right now is the Wraith 60. Dude, this looks good. What do you guys think? How'd it turn out? Get this GMK dust off of it. And thank you for gifting a sub, man. Nice.
Anatar gifted a tier 1 sub to Obszaft 15.
That looks like a Noctua fan? It kind of does. This is the Noctua colorway. I like this. This is really nice. And then you flip it over and you got the copper on it. I think this works out really good with this particular keycap set. I think the client said they're putting...
SixtyFive gifted a tier 1 sub to the Adept 024.
Thank you, SixtyFive. Appreciate you, man.
This is their first gift sub in the channel.
Let me see. I don't remember what exactly they were putting on it, but I think it was Extended on it. Yeah, it was Extended. They're putting Extended on this, which I think will also go really nice. But let's type on it. So they're extra switches. All right. Yeah, Extended would go hard on this. Let's see what this sounds like. So we have blue cheese switches, which I remod it, with just a little bit of, on some of them, 205, and just kind of made sure they're all consistent. And then we have this on an aluminum plate. Oh yeah, dude, this. The one thing I really like about the blue cheese switches is they're just nice to type on. Dude, blue cheese switches are deep. They're super deep. Like, they almost sound like they're with foam, but they're not with foam. These are the heavier ones, and I say heavier because they're still pretty light. I mean, considering this is a copper bottom, which usually ends up being a bit flatter too, I like the blue cheese switches. You know what? Besides the board, and I think the board sounds really good, like the blue cheese switches are really like the star of the show here. The board is phenomenal as well. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the Mode 65. But yeah, I really like the blue cheese switches. Alex, do you only use your pointer finger on your right hand? Yeah. That's all I know how to do. Honestly, I've never learned how to type properly, and I've tried, and it doesn't interest me, weirdly enough. So I've just always typed like this. I mean, I don't think blue cheese switches have ever been very loud. They're always a bit deeper, like more full sounding. I think it sounds really good. I hope the client's happy. I was thinking maybe we need to swap out the space bar, but I don't think we do. I think the space bar suits. I don't think I'd want this to be like louder. No, I don't think so. Bro, is that a restream? It's not a restream. I love the output on this. Like, it sounds foamy, but there's no foam. That's crazy, dude. Have I ever had a client not be happy? I've had clients like get the board and then they just don't like the keyboard because they think it sounds very different from the stream. But I think that's been like 2 times ever, and I've helped out the clients by either telling them to like send it back and like we'll do it with different switches, or I've had a client once send me a board and I used GMK switches or keycaps, and then they typed on it with PBT, and we could not figure out what the hell was going on, like why it sounded so different. But like I've had like 1 or 2 clients be like, yo, I am actually like changing my mind on this. So technically they're not happy, and I always try to take care of everyone past that. Like if someone's not happy with my work, I always try to make sure I'm doing it right, you know? But I would say 99% of the time I make sure they're happy before I send it back. Like I said, there's been like 2 or 3 people out of probably 1,000 plus people I've helped that have not been happy. Honorable as fuck? Thanks, Candy. Also, what's up, Candy Roo? How you doing, man? This Candy guy. How's the MX mouse? MX Master is good. Can't complain. I think it's way better than their previous versions. This is the only good Logitech project they've made in forever. Been busy? I'm glad you're keeping busy, bro. Candy's here? Candy, have you been playing Arc Raiders? I'm curious because it's weird. Playing it, I get an Apex vibe. I was wanting to ask you about split boards. I'm developing carpal. Dude, if I could give you a suggestion, you could go with like an Alice style board. Bro, you might actually want to go full deep end and look into a full ergo board. I think going Alice style or like slightly ergo only helps a little bit. What I would probably do is I would look at something with a tent. So get something maybe like the Neo what is it called? The Neo Split? Alice Split, whatever it's called, the ergo. Maybe get something that's tented. That'll help first of all. But I think you really should perhaps look into getting something like full proper ergonomic. No, the Neo... Oh, God, what is it called? The Neo Alice or whatever? QK Alice Duo, that's the one. You could, as a starting point, because it's not crazy expensive. You could look into that. But another thing you could look into is getting, like, proper... Like, I don't know what they're all called. I'm very oblivious to some of the names of the boards, but there's some that you can actually, like, put your hands, you know, where you don't move them much. Essentially, the last thing you want to do is do like this, where you're kind of like putting your arms in or twisting your elbows or your wrists. You want to type naturally. So anything that allows you to sit like this at your desk with your arms floating just ever so slightly would probably be the best for you. So you're going to have to find that shape. You could go like something like the Ergodox. I think maybe a good starting point, like you had mentioned, was the QK Alice Duo, or I was trying to mention, but I completely failed. Before you do any of that, though, because you still can get decent form with a normal keyboard, I would suggest maybe... I twist my wrist in a funky way. Okay, Candy, I'm going to challenge you to something. Try not to move your wrist. Try to just move your whole arm. You can still get decent form. It's not ideal, but you can get decent form with the normal keyboard. Try to not do this anymore. You know? Try to move your whole wrist and arm, your forearm. Keep everything like straight. And try to lift and float your typing. I know it sounds really annoying, but because I do this too. I sit like this sometimes when I type. I just let my whole arm relax on this. Try to float a little bit. But yeah, also don't use a wrist rest. Tell you right now, do not use a wrist rest. Have you been using one? Be honest. Be honest right now. Yeah, don't use it. Get rid of that. Throw that thing afar. No, they're not good. Why no wrist rests? So, story time before we head off here. Wrist rests can actually accelerate carpal tunnel. So what you're doing with a wrist rest is you're moving... do I have a wrist rest anywhere? I think I do. I'll show you guys. Hold on. Pause. 1 second. Do I have a wrist rest somewhere? I think I do. Yeah, here. I got it. Where's the next wrist rest? Okay. So when you're using a wrist rest, a lot of people will do this, and then they'll do this, right? But what you're doing is you're putting pressure right over here. You don't want to put pressure here. Wrist rests are in the name, are meant for resting your wrists. What you can do is you can move it back a little bit and actually use the wrist rest from here and float this part of your wrist, the joint area. So you can move the pressure back a bit. But all you're really doing is putting pressure on this part, which I've talked to, so if you guys remember a long time ago, I went through this whole thing of like how come I was feeling pain using my wrist rest, and I spoke to a bunch of people, medical professionals as well, about wrist rests. I never made content about it. I more just like talked to you guys about it. Basically, two of the people I spoke to, one was actually a basically health and wellness for the military, and then the other person was like an actual, like, I forget the name of it, but they dealt with this kind of stuff. They basically told me the same thing, that putting pressure here is essentially, and I can't remember all the details, but essentially it's going to accelerate your carpal tunnel. And honestly, man, I switched off of using wrist rest, and I have never had pain since. And I use my keyboards a lot. So, I will say this, it has been the best change I've ever made, and this is why I always tell you guys I don't give a shit about wrist rests. But yes, as long as you're not typing on it and using it for resting, and Candy, what you can do is just bring it back a little bit and see if that helps you. But try to do what I said to you about moving your whole arm and just try to get rid of this thing. Like, honestly, maybe just toss it across the room right now. Maybe you don't need it right now. So I'm not a fan of wrist rest. I'll tell you guys right now. The only wrist rest that makes sense is if you're using wrist rest for ergonomics, or like you have stuff on a tent. That is the only place it kind of makes sense for me. Why do boards come with wrist rests that have attached to the bottom of the board? Aesthetics. Honestly, bro, it's aesthetics. Let's be real. So I spent all my money on Keycult wrist rests for nothing. They have purposes. They're meant for resting. Like, literally, I think, you know, and I love Hippio for doing this. Hippio has a great video on wrist rests. If you guys want, like, the actual, like, I'm going to shout out Hippio here because he made actual content on it. Hippio has a recent video, I think recent, on wrist rests that I think is actually very well done, speaking to a professional about it. But it's literally meant for resting your wrists. So, say wrist rest 5 times, I refuse, Turtle. But yeah, it was a couple months ago. Yeah, I'd say give it a go. Like, if you want to actually watch a better version of what I'm trying to say. But there are some stuff where I've learned many years ago talking to people as well. So my opinion, don't use them. Do not use them. Try to float your wrists, and then also, if you have a wrist rest, remember, resting only. So when you're done typing and want to pause, then you put your arms down and you don't move anything and you're pausing. That is kind of where it's at, you know? It's an adjustment though. I swear to God, it's a huge adjustment, but that's like the best piece of advice I can probably give you at the moment. Can I rest my wrists on you? Pause. Huh? The vertical mice is good too. Again, when you're using your mouse, this is what a lot of people do. I do it too. You want to do this. I just hate doing that, dude. Honestly, I suck at doing it. But yeah, you want to move your whole arm opposed to just like light movements with your wrists. It's better for you. Alright though, guys. I have to get going here because I need to go lube some more switches. And then also, oops, did I miss something here? Yes, I did. Okay, I have to go do a few more things. And then I will be streaming tomorrow. Thanks for chatting. Anytime, Candy. I'll be streaming tomorrow. Let me see. What am I streaming tomorrow? I know it says off, but I'm going to be building a keyboard. I think it's the new keyboard from... Actually, it might be one of 2 keyboards. I don't want to promise. It's going to be a keyboard. It might be the Antipode one, but I might have another client build. So just, I'll keep you guys in the loop. It's most likely going to be a late night stream, either 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. So I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow, most likely. But tomorrow will be that. And then Friday we're doing the M9N, which is going to be a fun one. And then hopefully we get the Synovia for the weekend, although I'm starting to fucking doubt it. I am starting to doubt we're getting the Synovia anytime soon. So we'll see. We shall see, but it's definitely going to be in the next 7 days. Hope you guys have a good one. Let me go see who we can go raid. Let's see who's online for Twitch. You know what? Let's go raid Apries. Let's go raid the boy Apries. Love this guy. You guys have a good one. And you guys stay healthy. Stay hydrated. Tell someone you love them, you know? Bye, everyone. Love you. Talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.